You're watching 11 Alive Morning News. 11 minutes of nonstop news starts now.
Kicking off your 11 minutes of nonstop news with a check on your weather and traffic.
Chesley, we do not need umbrellas out the door this morning.
No, you need shades instead. Look at this. Beautiful outside. The sky is nice and clear. Sun is still rising, and so it looks pretty good. And that's the way we have it for this morning. You start off with fair skies. By the time we get to the afternoon, though, more of those clouds will start to move in. We're watching the fog off to the west of us really becoming a little bit dense over toward Alabama. Will that move in this direction? We do have some dead spots out there down toward LaGrange and down to 1 mile visibility. Everywhere else, we have excellent visibility with those 10 miles out there. Temperatures in the 60s for the most part. Got a few 70s sprinkled in there, so we're starting off fine. Maybe a little chalk art this afternoon. We don't have to worry about the rain washing it away today, so let's get it in. 89 degrees will be your afternoon high temperature. Note it will be hot, so short sleeves and shorts for today.
Our top story, Clayton County Schools is moving a big rivalry football game to try and keep students safe.
Molly Oak explains why parents are supportive.
Some parents we spoke with say this change is a relief. So here's what's going to look different this weekend. The game between Lovejoy High School and Mundy's Mill High School is rescheduled from Friday at 7 p.m. to now Saturday at 1 o'clock. Saturday's North Clayton and Riverdale High School game is changed from 7 p.m. to noon. The school district says this is in response to safety for everyone at the rivalry games, and parents say they're on board with the time changes.
I am a behavior intervention specialist in Clayton County, so I'm aware of, things that are occurring even in the news with surrounding counties. It's an uptick even in violence at youth football games. So I feel like they're taking the necessary precautions to make sure that our students and the community are safe.
The district says school resource officers and campus resource officers will be at every athletic event. The district also calling for clear bags at the football games. Back to you all.
All right, Molly, thank you. Sticking with your 11 minutes of nonstop news, here's what's happening now.
Georgia's election probe heats up with new developments on two of Donald Trump's allies. A federal judge says South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham must testify before the special grand jury. The jury is investigating whether Trump and his allies tried to overthrow the 2020 election. Tomorrow, Rudy Giuliani, Trump's former lawyer, has been instructed to testify. He's been informed that he's now a target of the investigation.
Georgia's restrictive abortion law will stay in effect for now. A Fulton County Superior judge says he does not have the power to halt the law, which bans abortions in most cases after a fetal heartbeat is detected. Opponents argue it violates a right to privacy under the state constitution. They're still working to fight the law in court. We are just hours away from a big announcement. 11 Alive has confirmed the college football playoff championship game is headed back to the Benz in 2025. The Atlanta Sports Council, along with Mayor Andre Dickens and Governor Kemp, are set to talk about the game's return to Atlanta later today.
Happening today, President Joe Biden will sign the Inflation Reduction Act into law. The legislation covers historic efforts to fight climate change, lower prescription drug costs, and raise rates on large corporations. The president will put pen to paper this afternoon at 3:30.
New this morning, Mayor Andre Dickens says he has finally found a solution to the decade-old problem of flooding in Peoplestown. Atlanta City Council says it just approved settlement agreements between the city and the 3 remaining families. This makes way for construction to begin on new sewer infrastructure projects. Construction is expected to start next year.
New this morning, a city council woman is making the case for why a gas station in Southwest Atlanta should be declared a nuisance property. It's the Citgo on Martin Luther King Jr. Drive in the Adamsville area. Police have responded to nearly 100 calls there already this year.
On Thursday, Councilwoman Andrea Boone will testify in court about a Citgo station and crime. The city has been working to crack down on so-called nuisance properties overall, calling for some who get violations to be shut down. We are learning more about how the monkeypox virus impacts pets. This morning, Christy Diaz walks us through the updated guidance from the CDC about how to best protect your animals.
A dog in France now confirmed to have monkeypox, marking the first case where the virus has spread from humans to animals. According to a new case study, a 4-year-old Italian greyhound got the disease from its 2 male owners about 12 days after they started showing symptoms. The couple said they often let the dog sleep in their bed. The CDC now updating its guidance, suggesting people who are infected avoid close contact with their pets, and says any pet that has not been exposed should be cared for by friends or family while the owner recovers. Scientists have known that animals can carry monkeypox, but until now, those cases have been in wild animals like rodents. This is the first time a domesticated animal has gotten the virus. The CDC listing 10 animals, now including dogs, that can be infected with monkeypox. In Atlanta, Christy Diaz, 11 Alive News.
All right, hopefully you got plans to eat outside this afternoon. By noon, looking at 84 degrees under partly sunny skies. It'll be nice and dry, not only for noon, but really for the rest of the afternoon as well. 88 degrees will be our temperature by 3 o'clock. It's going to be a hot one for us, getting up to 89 for your afternoon high. 6 o'clock while you're driving home, temperature's right around 86 degrees. Still dry out there, but we will have a few clouds. Rain comes back to us by tomorrow.
The next time you're in Midtown, you'll see something a little different. You see that guy walking diagonally across the rainbow crosswalks? Well, he is doing what's called a pedestrian scramble. It lets people from all four corners cross at the same time. The city is collecting some feedback as part of a pilot project to see if this is going to stick around.
Yeah, and the one good thing about this, Aisha, is when all traffic is held, you'll get the red light on both sides. On Piedmont Avenue and on 10th Street, you can do that scramble. You'll see people going from corner to corner to corner, and it's going to help out. And they're also going to limit some of that by adding a turn lane as well. So a lot of changes, a pilot program, as you mentioned. We'll see how it works out.
You have to break some habits.
Yeah, I know. It's a pretty happening intersection, so we hope it works out.
Have a great day, everybody. Today's show coming up next.